What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to do a quick update on my Bodyguard 2.0. What prompted this video was somebody left a comment on my full review of this gun saying like, that's a piece of junk. Look at all the other reviews that say it's a piece of junk. Frankly, I don't care what they say. And I'm not trying to dismiss people that have had negative experiences with this pistol, but I can only speak to mine. I can watch their videos and say, oh, okay, that's valid. And they're, they've had issues with the sights being off or it's shooting to the left, a little lip on the internal feed ramp in the frame, issues with not being able to load the magazine, not getting the recoil spring back in. That was one of the small issues I had. It's kind of a bear to get the recoil spring back in on this thing. But other than that, it has been 100% reliable and it's really accurate. And I've had an overall positive experience with this pistol. I love this thing. I love carrying this thing. I've been carrying it a lot. It is super slim. You get 13 rounds of 380 if you use the extended mag. And then if you carry a 10 rounder, you get 23 rounds of 380 in this little package. I'm a fan. I've had an overall positive experience with this pistol. And that's something people need to understand. You can watch their videos. You could do positive or negative. Go watch everybody's video and then make your own choice. I went down a rabbit hole watching a bunch of negative reviews on this. And after watching the positives and the negatives and all that other kind of stuff, I would probably say overall, this pistol's probably 50-50. It's probably 50% negative from what I was able to watch on the internet from all the reviews, and 50% positive. Now, some people were out there saying, well, the positive reviews are just shills. Again, paid for it with my own money. No shill. Random company. I have no idea who I was. I think I got it from Classic Firearms. So this is what any other customer would get. But I want to fire 100 rounds here on camera, which will push mine over 400 rounds. Not exactly sure how much over 4, but it'll push it roughly over 400 rounds. So I'm going to show you the ammo we'll be using today. I'm going to load up the mags and we'll just get shooting and see if it continues its streak. Guys, ammunition for this video has been provided by Browne Works Inc., manufacturer of fine custom handgun grips. If you guys are looking for very unique, very customized handgun grips for your favorite handgun, contact Mark at Browne Works Inc., link in the description below, and create something beautiful for your favorite handgun. And don't forget to tell them Wyoming Gun Project sent you. All right, folks, so what I got here is about 15 rounds of this Winchester flat nose, 10 rounds of, what is this, PPU ball, and looks like 25 rounds of this, the hex is this Max Tech or something, the hollow points, Mag Tech, I think, Mag Tech hollow points. That's for the first 50. And then the next 50, this is the Max Tech, but I think these might be reloads. I think back in the day when we had a big ammo shortage, I was reloading. This might be a mix of reloads and factory. So there's our 100 rounds. I'm going to load them up. We're just going to go through, burn them down, see if it's still reliable. And yeah, because people have had, like I said, my pistol doesn't have the internal slide thing, but people have, the biggest complaint I've seen about this pistol is in reference to firing hollow points and the lip being on the feed ramp in the frame. Because if you don't know, this is like a two-piece feed ramp, kind of like a 1911 where you get part of your ramp in the frame and then part of the ramp in the barrel. So, and I believe they did that to keep the overall height smaller in this area of the frame and slide. So let me load these mags up and we'll get to shooting. Okay, folks, so we got the Winchester flat point in there. This mag is full, topped off, 12 rounds. I'm going to top it off, sit down here. Another complaint was people were having trouble putting the 12th round in the gun. Again, mine doesn't have that problem. So, just like anything, people's experiences vary. So we're going to fire this first 13 rounds and see how it goes. Okay. Now 10 rounds of PPU in the 10 round mag. Okay, there's the first 23 rounds of 100. Let me load these mags back up and we'll be right back. Okay, we got 12 rounds of the MagTech 95 grain hollow points. We're going to top this pistol off so that we have 13. And then I got another 10 in the smaller mag. And we'll just see how well this one shoots. All right, so far so good. What was that? 46 rounds? 46 rounds down. So far so good. I'm gonna have to mix some of these now. So it looks like I got 2 more flat points, 2 more hollow points, and then we'll go into the next box of ball. So let me load the mags back up and we'll start it again. Okay, folks, since it seems like all the reviews that I've seen on other pistols, and it's been the case with mine, that it'll shoot round nose ball with no problem. So what we got mixed up in this one, I'm going to load a ball in the first one, and underneath is a flat one. So I'm going to load the ball in. As you can see, there's the flat point. We're going to put a hollow point on here. So because if it's going to have problems, it's going to be when the spring's the tightest and stuff like that. So we got the MagTech hollow point followed by a flat point, and then 10 more rounds of ball. And in this one, we switched up. We have a flat point and then the hollow point, and then 8 rounds of ball. So let's just shoot this up. All right, there's 23 more down. Let's load up the magazines and see if we can finish this box off. Okay, folks, we got another 23 rounds, this time of ball. And put this on here. Let's just fire it up, man. Okay, and then the last 8 rounds, I'll just load right here and we'll fire these off. So when we finish this 8, that'll be 100 rounds. And I'll push it over 400. Now with hollow points, flat nose, ball, and those aren't the only brand of hollow points I shot out of it, but so far, assuming this 8 works, oh, let me pick this up, don't want to litter. All right, here we go. Last 8 rounds to finish out the 100. Oh, and a flinch. It's, huh. Last round. Oh, look at that. Light primer strike. Again, I thought this ammo, I mentioned it. I think it's a mixture of factory and reloads. This might be one of my reloads. So let's try it again. There we go. So that was an ammo related issue. All right, man. There was 100 rounds of 3 different bullet shapes, which pushes it over 400 rounds. With no issues, you know, and that's the first light strike I've had. Those are the first, I do believe those are the first reloads I've shot out of this thing. So far, so good for my Bodyguard 2.0. I love the thing. I'm a fan. I think it is a great pistol. So thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you next time.